Bro, welcome back to the CaptainSparklez subreddit. I'm stoked because we, as a group, or at least everyone subscribed to the subreddit, has an official name. We are now the Weight Re-Rackers. 28,208 weight re-rackers. We are all about that gym positivity and courtesy and etiquette and re-racking your weights. Oh, I saw this dude just 2 days ago. He went up, he loads up 315 on the squat rack. He starts doing half squats with them. He gets his knees to like, I don't know, halfway to being parallel to the ground. Must have felt real good about doing those half squats at 315, and then he just leaves it. I'm like, bro, if you're gonna not re-rack your weights, you better have the most impeccable form, okay? But you can't do both of those things. Just, oh my God. Oh man, it hurts me so badly. Okay, anyway, on with my video for the day now that we're done with the rant. Number 19, Jardon Ball meme number 1. Yes. This is, of course, when you're very posh and dapper, you take out the corners of your portal. And then if you're actually a wizard and you have some sort of creative wand, which I suppose you would need in order to accomplish this, then you can invert the portal. One of these days, we'll just, we'll start a new episode of Project Ozone maybe, and we'll just see if anybody notices the portal. Maybe we'll do it offline, we'll just invert it, and then we'll see how long it takes for everyone to be like, wait a minute, what's going on with that portal over there, huh? Guardians of the Galaxy, you missed an opportunity here. I am every character. I'm a one-man show. I mean, honestly, I'm definitely talented enough to take up every character, and I think that the movie would probably turn out much better that way. But unfortunately, they decided to go with these A-list Hollywood actors, where I'm like A-plus list. So it's okay. They couldn't afford me. It would have been like billions of dollars. So I don't blame them. I'm just like up here. What's that above A tier that I've seen in these memes on Twitter? I think it's a dead meme now, but it was like S tier, which I've never heard of. Never gotten an S grade on a project before. If I've ever gotten an S grade, it meant satisfactory, which was like, this kind of sucked, but I guess it was good enough to pass. Introducing Kawaii Jordan. When your meme doesn't even make it to top 19. When your meme is number 1 of the week and Senpai finally notices you. Did that happen to you last week or something? Or is this like wishful thinking that you're gonna post this, and by putting out those thoughts of when you get to number 1, like it's gonna happen to you? I'm sorry, Mom Spaghetti, if I missed your username or don't remember it being number 1, but you're always gonna be number 1 in my heart. The stages of anger. Jardon normally. Jardon when someone says fork or short. Jardon when someone scratches his car. Jardon when the delivery man delivers his package to the wrong house. And then Jardon when those neighbors steal the package. God, have you been apprised of this situation? I guess it was only in live streams and on trials on CaptainSparklez too. Let me give you the freaking lowdown, okay? So you know how Amazon, they're able to take a picture when they deliver the package? So I ordered a thing. I had my Nest thermostat break on this floor that I'm on. I'm like, I am gonna die of heat. So I took it from the top floor, popped it off, popped it on the bottom. Need to get a new one though, so I can still have the top not get boiling hot. So I order it. I'm like, I need it really quickly because I really want there to be some AC. So not only do they not get it here on the date they're supposed to, and they send a message it's like, sorry, we didn't get it here when we promised. Oh well, he'll be here soon. The next day, they deliver it. I'm like, I'm streaming, I'm wondering, I wonder where that package is that I was supposed to get today. And so I go on Amazon, it says delivered. I'm like, huh, it wasn't at my door. I look at the photo, it's my neighbor's door. I recognize my neighbor's door. So I'm like, oh, this is great. I better run over there. Hopefully it hasn't, it's not anywhere else yet. I run over to the house, package isn't there. Only explanation, really. I've never had a package stolen from my front door the entire time I lived here. So the only explanation is neighbors brought it in. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they brought it in. They didn't really think I'm not going to walk it over right now. I got things to do. That's fine. I leave a note on their front door, including an image from Amazon, because I just want to show that, I know they got the package, right? And I want to show them that I know they got the package. They've not taken it back yet. No, they just stole it. They just it's mine now. Except, I bet they probably already opened it and were like, let's just keep it. There's no way that he'll know it came to us. He'll just think it was lost in the mail. Then they probably saw the note. And now they know that I know that the package was delivered to them, and I know they stole it. So my ultimate goal is just, I hope like some neighbor throws a party at some point and invites everyone over, and we both end up being there, and like someone else will introduce us without either of us knowing exactly who the other is, because I don't know exactly who lives there. And then they'll be like, oh, this is so-and-so from this address. And I'll be like, oh, how you enjoying your Nest thermostat, dude? I hope it was great. I hope it was worth the thievery, dude. Oh my God. The fact that, like, I've never had a package thief, but the first time it happens, it's a neighbor. And like, this is a nice house, okay? These neighbors live in a very nice house. It's not like they're scrounging around for Nest thermostats. Oh my God. Wow. I want like some petty revenge thing that's completely legal but just witty and great, but I hate people. Fan art for the new skin. That's pretty dope, dude. I can't believe it made it to the top 19. Like, it's too good for that, but that's pretty awesome. You definitely managed to capture the hair in there, so good stuff. The Great War of the Subreddit. Quality art. Chardon Ball. Corpton face. Wait, but wouldn't like quality art be kind of the balance between light and dark? Like, you'd have the memes, and then maybe you'd have just Corpton face to represent all the not so high effort art that might make it to the top 19. Then quality art would be in the middle. Or I guess no, quality art would be like Team Mionite, but then that would mean you're saying that I'm Team Corpton face, when that's not the message that I want to convey here. Although I'm still gonna make it an emote on Twitch at some point whenever I get off my lazy ass and add it. Probably just do that like now, but that'd be too easy. I saw the sunburnt nose and couldn't stop myself. I know it sucks. I'm no artist. Thanks, man. You know what else I have now, which I'm sure you're noticing? I have this like thing. It's the weirdest thing that I get every now and again on my nose, because it's not like a zit, and it's not on the outside, it's not on the inside. It's just like this red spot. It's like the Jupiter Great red spot, but it's painful when I press it, and when I like, if I go and do this in my nose, like it's a painful, sensitive spot, but I don't know what it is. And it happens every now and again, but it doesn't explode into a whitehead, and it's not like there's an ingrown hair as far as I can see, but it's bizarre, and it gets red. And so now you got that little Rudolph spot over there to play with if you want to do that for another piece of fantastic MS Paint art. I don't know what causes this. Someone's going to be like, it's obviously a terminal condition, so you better get to a hospital immediately. Thanks for the reassurance. WebMD says I'm going to die. Since I can't much resist drawing birds, this time I drew with oil pastels a sleeping humming shark. That's pretty cool. Wow. I don't know if I've seen like a fancy pastel drawing before on the subreddit, unless it just didn't make it the top 19. I suppose that could have happened. It could be like Vincent van Gogh's origin story, where during his life when he was trying to sell his paintings, sorry, it's Vincent van Gogh, my bad, people were like, this is disgusting. And then after he dies, everyone's like, this is amazing. I'll pay hundreds of millions of dollars for it. And he must have been like, well, God, if only he could see that now. He'd be like, you guys suck. I hate all of you. Is my entire life a joke? Okay? You really liked my art the whole time, but you just like, everyone was in on this joke together, and they're like, no. We gotta just hold off. We gotta drive him crazy so he cuts his ear off. All right? And then when it's all over, all said and done, then we'll splurge on his art. It's gonna be hard, guys, to resist. We know it's impeccable and it's amazing and it's worth a lot, but we can't let him in on it while he's still alive. Like, how mean would that be? The entire world is against you and in on it. Sorry, I just went on a really, really dark tangent, but that's pretty cool. It can barely fit in his car. I'll be honest, 1 is fine. I get 1 in all the time. 2 might be pushing it a little bit. I think I could fit 2 in though, no problem. And I could also, if I needed to, put it behind the seat, but then I'd probably break my back trying to get it out, because you like can't move the seat enough to be able to just easily place it behind. So I have to like finagle it through the middle of the driver and passenger seats to get it in the back, and then getting it out would just be a nightmare because I'd have no leverage, and it's about like 25 pounds for each of those. So the actual impressive part about this is not fitting it in the car. It would be me just being able to casually hold like 50 pounds with no issues. Because that's the thing, is like holding a 50-pound dumbbell not terrible. Your grip strength will give out after, you know, a certain amount of time. But a big awkward thing of water, and you're holding on by like the thin plastic, because I usually kind of surfboard carry it. It's it like really, the plastic like digs into your fingers, and it's not convenient. It's a lot harder to carry 25 pounds of that than it is to carry a 25-pound dumbbell. They need to just include dumbbell handles on these things, okay? Thank you guys, I appreciate you. Can you do that from now on? Anyway, very casually holding a lot of water right there. I'm impressed with myself. A while ago, Jardon asked how many words a day he spoke. Here it is, approximately 14,766. Go to comments to see how I did it. How did you do it? So, I see. So you did like a Google automatically generates a transcript. Right, that's probably a pretty accurate way. It's still an estimate because sometimes Google will blend some words together and all that stuff, but it's probably not that inaccurate. Okay, so I suppose then you kind of extrapolate from there, because I speak words outside of the live streams, but I mean, say you doubled it. If I live streamed for an hour and a half, maybe on average, and that was 15,000 words, or is that 10,000 words and then you extrapolated from there? Let's see the comments on this one. What was your math in here? Okay, what I did was I went to videos he'd upload on average in a day, wanted a rough estimate, so I chose Project Ozone 3, Kazim was not with him, Return to the Rage, Tags are fun, Trials Nick, went and copy pasted the transcripts, and it was 10,000, 3,000, 1,700 words respectively, but with Trials I calculated Jordan talks approximately 66% of the time. Do I really talk a majority of the time? So what you're saying here is it's not even 50-50 between Nick and me. Okay. So multiply that, and the total is 14,766. That's in videos. So then I probably speak a few extra words per day, but not that. Shut up, phone! I know it's early. It's only 8:30 right now. I'm on it, dude. I'm being productive today, but stop it. Okay, but I speak a little bit more, but not that much. Because everyone at the gym must think I'm the most like antisocial person, because I see everyone else, you know, having conversations with each other, and I don't ever. I just kind of stick to myself and don't talk to anyone else, and just listening to music. And you know, there are a few people you say hi to every now and again, and you also have the few people who like you've seen enough. You don't know them, but you've seen them enough that you kind of do the head nod and the hi and the wave, but you don't really have a conversation. You don't know much about their lives, and it's just like that weird kind of intermediate state of kind of acknowledging an existence but not being invested enough to like know them. You know what I mean? I feel like I should do more, but they probably think I'm just antisocial because I'm always just focused on exercising. I'm the worst. Anyway, so not that many more words spoken. Today, all we did in band class was watch the Fallen Kingdom tetralogy. No! Is this a live reaction of Fallen Kingdom in a school class? It is not. I can't. I don't know, there's something weird about watching a live reaction from an audience. God damn it. Oh. At least I wasn't there in person. If I was there in person, I think I'd just like be laying. I'd find a way, even if the floor was made out of concrete or whatever those school linoleum tiles are. I'd find a way to break my head through it so that I could ostrich myself. Oh boy, I hope you at least ended up playing some tunes, you know, from the whole series. It's a cycle. Jardon, get something wrong in Minecraft. This subreddit. Ah, shorts. Here we go again. At least you use GTA, you know? Because, yeah, that is GTA, right? Pretty sure. Okay, I might have, if I got that wrong, then you can roast me on that next week. Jardon versus the cooler Jardon. I mean, the irony of this thing is that there's diagonal parallels between the outfits here, and in fact, my mundane outfit looks a lot more like Pooh Bear's cool outfit, and Pooh Bear's mundane outfit looks a lot more like my super outfit. So I don't know if it works. I get the point, and the concept works, but it's just the colors make it not seem like it works. You know what I mean? Trying out a new Jardon meme. Using new photos of Jardon for memes. Using an old photo for memes you know Jardon won't like. I don't mind that lunchbox photo. It's out there. It's out there for the world to see. There's nothing out there that I've put on the internet that I've been like, shoot, I regret that. I always try to be pretty careful about what I'm putting out there and ensure that I'll never regret it. See, the only time I think I'd ever regret anything I put out there is if I had a child. I think I'd end up embarrassing the hell out of the child. But the good thing about that is I'm never going to have a child. So like it all works out. You can't embarrass a child if there is never going to be a child to embarrass. So therefore, I only have to worry about embarrassing myself, and my threshold's pretty high. I got asked to prom. Yeah, I actually saw this on Twitter. This is pretty cool. Congratulations, Bridget. I hope you have a good prom. The prom that I never had because I didn't go to prom or anything like that. And thanks for doing the modding and all that good stuff. It would be amazing to go to prom with you. It also looks like Zine doing Ask Me Anything on Reddit. I am Zine, AMA, about playing video games and being a god at Beat Saber. Did you know Zine is a Beat Saber god and he just like does FCs, full combos on all of his songs? Yeah. And he like challenged me and I'm like, why would I do that? What's the point? It'd be like, I don't know, it'd be like Kobe Bryant being like, yo, let's do a 1v1. And I'd be like, oh yeah, obviously I'm going to do that for the sake of YouTube content. And I think it'd get a lot of views, but we know the outcome of this. Like there's not exactly some kind of fair competition here. Anyway, though, hopefully you enjoy your prom. Let me know how it goes. I don't know how proms go, so gotta fill me in. Jardon made a mistake. Jardon, when he realizes he's made a huge mistake by saying he hasn't seen Avatar, so now his sub will be flooded by memes he doesn't understand. It hasn't really been that way, though. In fact, this meta self-referencing post is the only one so far this week. So I didn't know there were Avatar memes. I'm only familiar with the prequel memes. I don't think there's a large Avatar meme subreddit. There might be one, but it hasn't made it into the mainstream of Reddit and the internet. Maybe it's your duty to make that happen. Please don't ban me again. Make odd ones out version of the Gru meme, hoping it will get 8k karma. Actually get 8 karma out of it. Realize you made 8 people happy. James, did you make a Gru meme version? Can't believe you've done this. I mean, it's probably from a video that was made a little while back. I haven't seen this one. Sorry about that. But I'm glad it could be repurposed here. You know what? Yeah, see, as long as at least one other person upvotes it, it means that someone else appreciated you. And I mean, if that was like a person-to-person interaction in day-to-day life and someone was like, oh, thanks for that, that made my day better, you would be happy about that. So just think of it the same way on the internet. See, in this case, 1,057 points. Like, can you imagine if as you're going around over the course of the day, you had 1,057 people come up to you and be like, hey, thanks for sharing this. I appreciate you. You're pretty cool. This is awesome. You're good and creative. Like 1,000 people, you'd actually at the end of the day probably be like, can you stop bothering me? I have things to do. Jesus Christ, I don't have time for a 1,057 person meet and greet, okay? It was cool the first 5 people, but after that it got really tiring. And the top for the past week. This took me way too much time. Hope Jardon will like it. And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Thank you for watching our show. Make sure to like if you liked. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more Gru. Subscribe if you're not already. And that's all. Thank you. Good night.